Welcome. I am Logan Troutman from Go Sports Play Network, and this is my fellow friend and former East Ridge High School standout and also NFL draft prospect, Justin Horton. What was your biggest hurdle, transitioning from high school to college?
Probably the playbook. We didn't have, high school football is pretty simple in most cases. Then we had to learn about coverages and run fits. And it wasn't so much about freelancing and using ability. It was a little bit more of a step up mentally. And you had to focus on certain stuff, but at the same time be able to utilize your athletic ability and your explosiveness. And that was my biggest hurdle.
All right, now let's take it back to high school. What was your most memorable moment?
Well, we had a lot of good moments in high school. I probably have to say played in the playoffs our senior year. We made it to the third round of the Florida State playoffs. A lot of people had wrote us off. But inside, as a team, we pretty much knew we could make a run. And we didn't end up making it to state, but we felt as though we could have.
Us seniors, we were so proud to see you guys, put on for East Ridge.
It was fun.
It was something spectacular, for real, to watch.
To hold that tradition of winning and to kind of pay respect and pay homage to you guys that came before us, like Curtis Dewberry and the rest of them, and have them have something favorable to look back on. So it was real fun.
So going on to your college career, what was your most memorable moment?
My senior year again, it wasn't like high school. We didn't do so well, but I was the captain last season. I had my best year statistically, and it was just a real nice learning experience. And it's a different leadership position. I was voted captain by my coaches and teammates. Having a new coaching staff, our old coaching staff left, went different places, and we had a new coaching staff come in, Coach Shields and Coach Ellison, Coach Darwin, Coach Steelman, Sylvester. They all came in and implemented a new culture and put it in my hands and a couple of our class's hands to take care and implement it to the younger guys, and I have the transition on the field. And there was a lot of stuff going on, and it was difficult at times, but I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun on the field. I was able to put together a lot of hard work that I've been doing the past couple of years and finally let it show. And I earned the respect of a lot of people.
Now, I know you don't want to toot your own horn, but 4 sacks, 4 sacks in one game on a big stage like that.
Well, the whole point of going to Texas to that Gridiron Showcase was to just to put on, like you're saying, just to open eyes and get exposure. Like you said, I really don't like to toot my own horn, but my focus going in was just to play, not to focus on the scheme, not to focus on, who was looking or what's going on, but just to zone out and to play. And I just want to go out and do me and enjoy myself, and that's pretty much what I did.
If you were to explain your play style with one word, what would it be?
I say relentless. If when I'm focused on playing and I know what I'm doing and I prepare.
So Justin, do you have any advice for young aspiring athletes?
Yeah, my biggest piece of advice would be to fall in love with the process as early as possible. After I tore my ACL, I kind of found out, one, I'm not indestructible, and two, I had to do certain things to take care of my body and keep my body feeling like I want to on game day, pretty much. And that changed the way that my mindset and how I approach football, period. And through that, I figured out how to study film, time management, all of that stuff that I wasn't really paying attention to before pertaining to football, and then transition to other parts of my life, because that's really what football teaches you is all around how to be a respectable person. So my biggest piece of advice would be, if you love football, find out right now how to grind, figure out what you need to do for your body, your nutrients, your supplements, whatever, what drills you need to do, who you need to watch. Just submerge yourself and let it become an obsession. And because if that's really what you want to do, it'll come out. And regardless of what happens or where your career goes, what hills you have to climb or whatever, you'll always come out on top if you just put your head down and go to work.
So, what do you think about this? When should an athlete start thinking, like high school athlete? When should they start thinking about the next level? When should that process begin?
I would say don't think about it at all, but naturally it's going to happen your senior year. That's when it's kind of going to be at the forefront. You got no choice else but to, colleges are coming to see you. Scouts are saying they're going to be at your games. They're sending letters to your house. So naturally, that's when it's going to start happening. And I would say take it one step at a time. If you got to go to camps, you go to camps. If you got to talk to coaches at school, they come to your house, then let it happen. But when it's time to focus on football, just focus on football and play like you're not getting any attention at all. You know what I mean? And that will set you up. Because if you let it get to your head, you let yourself get the big head, you're gonna stop working. You're gonna think you got it. And I believe that the key to success in football is acting like you're not on top, like you're not the best at all times.
Staying humble.
Yeah, exactly.
Let your play do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, man.
This is Justin Horton, NFL draft prospect, and I'm Logan Troutman from GSPN. Signing out.